This video is going to be a rant. Okay, so just last night, WWE announced on Extra that Maria Menounos will team up with Kelly Kelly to take on Beth Phoenix and Eve at WrestleMania 28. Unsurprisingly, every dirt sheet site lit up like a Christmas tree in its backlash. No much negativity just for this little friggin' match. What the fuck? Like there's no place on the internet I can go to without a bunch of idiots bashing the decision to book this match. There is so much negativity. I have had it with all the negativity. I have had it with all the retarded and ignorant comments no matter what wrestling site I go to. And I've had it with failing to reason to these fans that it's not WWE's fault they have to book the Divas so badly. I have been saying this for a while now, and I will not change my mind otherwise. In order for the Divas to get more attention on RAW and SmackDown, they need to draw. The Divas don't draw. That's why WWE shortened their matches. They were losing so many viewers that they want to cut away to a segment like with John Cena that they know will bring those viewers back. Don't believe me? It was the fans that allow Cena to be as super as WWE made him. It was the fans that caused Del Rio to get such short title reigns. It was the fans that caused Ryder to get a push. Unsurprisingly, it was the fans that convinced WWE to hire Daniel Bryan in 2010. It's as simple as that. If fans react strongly to certain wrestlers, then WWE shows them off more often. That's not the case with the Divas. This whole mess began in 2009, 2010, and people were getting bored for whatever reason. That's why they shortened the matches. That's why they don't get a lot of attention, because WWE thinks there aren't enough fans that care. It's not their fucking faults at all. They can simply just make their matches longer and give them more attention, but they're not going to. Why should they, when they believe they'll be without 600,000 viewers for 10 minutes long? They tried to do something with Tamina and tried to make her a contender next to Beth Phoenix for the Divas Championship at Elimination Chamber. But guess what? The stupid crowds were so dead for the match. After all this effort trying to push this poor woman, she gets nothing in return. Thanks, fans. Let me correct a number of people that said a number of divas left because of the so-called lack of treatment. The only diva that did that was Gail Kim. And good riddance. Fuck Gail Kim. She was a spoiled brat who expects she gets everything she wants, and I'm glad she's gone. Although I'm not pleased that she's ruined the knockout division in TNA ultimately in her favor. Stealing all the titles and burying everyone doesn't make for a decent women's division. What about Angelina Love? She hasn't won a single match since August. When was the last time Sarita or Rosita won a match? Why don't people take notice of how they've been buried and quit worrying about Natalya? So yeah, Gail was the only diva to have left for that reason. And people claim that there are others like Maryse and Maria Kanellis when they have yet to prove it. Maryse wanted to go back to modeling and Maria was a budget cut. They also claim that Vince fired a number of women because he didn't like them and prefer eye candy over them. I'll name a few right now. Candice was fired because she injured herself too much. Melina was fired because she had a lot of backstage heat on her. Nikki missed a tour bus, began to get out of shape, and was looking to get a career in singing. And Michelle retired. None of those firings had anything to do with Vince's tastes. I don't think Vince likes Bryan or Ryder, but he's pushing them anyway. If Vince doesn't care, explain to me why you still got long matches on TVS, house shows, NXT, or Superstars. Ratings don't matter for either of these events. Divas matches at house shows can be as long as they want. NXT and Superstars Diva matches are taped before RAW and SmackDown. They have somewhat of time for before the main show starts, but nothing too tight. Not like they're sandwiched between some very important segments. TV Divas matches are still lengthy because people pay full price of the event whether they watch the match or not, so it's not like they lose money when fans decide to break. Regarding this WrestleMania match, it's supposed to draw in outside viewership. They're trying to get additional fans who happen to be fans of Extra or any fans of solid gossip to buy and watch this TV. This is supposed to help the Divas. How do you expect more people will order the event with names only fans heard of like Natalya? people bitch about Beth Phoenix versus Natalya, but they don't understand that there are more people WWE's trying to get to order the event than just these dirt sheet dwellers. It's like, whenever there's a movie being made based on a video game or a superhero and so many fans complain how it's not like the old IP, because the studios aren't trying to draw in just these fans, they want as many tickets sold as possible. Know what I mean? Besides, Maria is pretty good, from what I've seen. They could have just had a dark match or not a match at all, so all those Wallen fans from across the net should at least be thankful there is a match, and that it's getting some buzz. Plus it's got a lot more build-up than Kane Orton. There are fans out there who think they're so brilliant and so smart when they haven't even began to fathom why they would accuse Vince of disrespecting his wrestlers. Jeffrey Shallow 1, Faith Breaker, WWE Iceman 9068, and the answer chaos. And let's not forget all those qualified, and I use that term loosely, writers for Bleacher Report. It's the blind teaching the blind. They think they know everything. Let's coin a new wrestling term. We'll call this the bathroom mark, or toilet mark. These marks will just skip any sort of match by default, and look forward to it, whether they're in the crowd or watching the event on TV. As much as it sucks, the Divas will continue to be the way it is for years and years. Maybe it will even be this way after Vince dies. Then who will people blame? That's because these bathroom marks play the blame game and refuse to take responsibility for what they caused. WWE is never going to read what these internet fans think, and they don't care how many times someone like Maria Kanellis publicly criticizes the Divas. WWE isn't going to listen to a couple of angry people over the internet. They'll listen to the unimpressed live crowds and the hundreds of thousands who turn away from the product. That's what stupid, ignorant, and gullible fans are capable of causing. Sorry that I'm being mean, but being nice obviously didn't work here. I don't care how many people disagree with me. I don't care how many dislikes this video is going to get. I simply don't care. Get over it. I hope one day all of you people finally understand one day.